Right, we need blood or some kind of sample from one of the representatives of the major races. This is I think we're going too deep into the grey territory here. Fire shields. I'm trying to see a way through this, and I don't see a good option. I just don't.
Your chattering's starting to wear on me nerves.
Oh fuck, do I have to do this? I have to do this. I didn't start this dialogue. Shit. Why deep in the grey territory is because I had to go to the illicit city. I think it's one of the key things that we can still do to improve our character, equipment wise. So, but in order for me to do anything really there, I need to do arena duels where I'm only myself against a group of others. So I have no idea how I would get through that without killing them. So it all comes down to fire shield, at least through one fight. But this is like the Nymph's Cloak thing, the Staff of Command. It's another long duration charm ability I can get, but instead of a charm, it's domination. So it's an upgrade to our current equipment. Also, there are colors of control. We might get an X amount of those too. Guaranteed temporary control of a target character. I'm not sure what limitations it has. Does it have any? It probably has. I mean, if something can succeed on a target, it probably will. I mean, a control. Illithids are usually out of my control, but it will work on them at least. But we're in a bit of a shit situation here. I need to talk to the fish guy to do his job, otherwise I'm done in this city. What's my timetable on this? If I'm quick, none will notice. That's not much of a clue. Still, if I can just hire one of these, that should solve the problem quite nicely.
To walk apart from house and creed is to walk into the grave.
Null Troll Spiritual Umber Hulk. Spiritual, I guess? How is this? How does this work? He's a charmed sidekick for me. Okay, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. It's not going to work. Shit. This is no good. Can't do shit here. Trying to dominate and charm is possible, but it's so unlikely. Is there another way I can do this? What do you do? Dimension doors away, okay. And then what? Offensive harmonies. And she's gone now. Where the hell did she go? Where is the woman? I'm asking quite out. There she is. Holy shit, she's badly injured. A drow servant blew her brains away. Can I lower her resistance further? It's not a sunfire being cast. I could lower her magical resistance, that's something I can do. Not with my current spells, but I can rest and get that done. Wouldn't happen to have lower resistance scrolls nearby? I don't necessarily have to use this, I can use a simulacrum to get it done. Yeah, I think that at least has potential. Need everyone near Quilly. I need to be immune to fire, there's a lot of fire being thrown around. What else? Probably taken from fear. She seems to be teleporting to her bedroom, except not. Does it change where she teleports? Okay, dimension door again. Okay, Quilly's location is sort of weird. What the fuck happened? Quilly cast Charm Person or Mammal on Amani the Godless, and she
Lord
got
be praised.
she
All
got
victory
affected
is her
herself.
doing.
That's probably like fucking winning in the lottery. I managed to protect myself from divination. Oh, whatever. Can you
Watch all
do...
about well, and the goddess may give you the gift of continued life.
I don't really care what happens.
If the queen of the demon web pits calls for your heart,
I'm desperately trying to stay invisible so they don't focus on me. I mean, come on, baby. I like these suicide kills. Yeah, she's fucked. Oh, that was magical. Sometimes things go well for you. Yeah, time for us to fail. Thanks for nothing, troll. I should have basically just hired the troll to clear out the area here. So, something went my way without too much trouble. I wonder what are the chances. Because, I mean, the charm spell went through a magic resistance, saving throws, natural protections against charms, all three, and I don't think it would have gone if I would have tried to charm her. So I think it's something about the fact that it was a mammal or person charm, or the fact that it was a reflected charm back to her. So it somehow bypassed some of those protections because of those facts. And I don't have an answer to that at all. I have no fucking clue. Hmm, yes. I'm just thinking about what are we going to really do. We need to go to the Elite city, but we're not really looking to complete it even. We're looking to loot it. I don't need the master brain blood out of that. Also, I'm going to loot as much as possible, but we're going for the Kuotoa Prince blood. Just wondering how much do I really need in type of protections. I sort of don't want to even use the... So I need to rest somewhere. I don't want to use up the bracelets, or they're not bracelets, they're circlets. Control
Do not
circlets.
question the matron mothers.
I don't want to really waste those either there. Getting the Master Brain or Elder Brain blood is totally unnecessary. But the items they're worth dipping into the Great Territory. And the troll is now my enemy. Well, I'm glad I paid $1,000 for that next troll. We're totally worth it. Going for the illicit city first because it's the most important place. I'm willing to bet it's, well, it depends on how useful it is. Here's the thing. I think it's like how Nymph's Cloak is compared to a charm spell. It's that staff is like that compared to a normal domination spell, which is already proven to be very useful. So it'll also double our charming or domination attempts, long duration attempts. So it opens up new possibilities. The charm cloak already worked on others than humanoids, so I'm not sure what restrictions or extra possibilities the domination staff of command allows. It just I will not walk away from it. I feel like it might be a lifesaver basically. Keeping the grey territory is already sort of something we pretty much have to do. Already had to do. Yeah, this is technically not mandatory. However, I think if I bypass this, I'm going to just end up regretting it. Anything in our inventory and quick slots is going to be also with the simulacrum. So do we have scrolls that I would really like to use? There may be some benefit in having chaos and the like, because the illicits might be right. I didn't really consider that. The illicits, if we can get a, let's say they have an archer there and I use chaos on it. If it attacks the illicits, it's basically going to get murdered. No possibility of saving. Not sure why I have protection from acid, but I'm sure it made sense at the time. Three Umber Hulks. Can I save here? No. Do they have illicits here? Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's all that much I can do. Might be able to kill some of them without this, but in the end I'll still have to use this, so I'm going straight for it. Get this over with. Ah. Heal yourself if you can. No, the damage is pouring in. I don't think I have any way to really dodge that. Right, hopefully that's the only fight we have to fight. I might have an opportunity to rest. More domination. Ah, shit, I see the simulacrum values. Shit. I hate this. Can I do it? No. Thank you. Still can't rest.
I see we are not alone in this place. It is the worst of fates, for we are entrapped by the feared and despicable Illithids.
Can't save, can't rest. Can I rest? No.
They come and we are drawn to the fight. Weapons ready, my charges, for we are about to be taken into the sight of the most hated Illithids. You there. We have fought in our battle, and I believe we are scheduled to face each other when next the jailer comes.
Fine by me. We probably have to fight quads once, which means they can see me immediately. Alright. Not actually sure we have to kill them though. We have to, we'll have to. But I might be able to just escape.
Me will crush you to goo!
And we're all dead. Right. So we can't. The mind players turn their mind powers against you, you have no hope of survival. Game says no.
They come and we are drawn to the fight. Weapons ready, my charges, for we are about to be taken into the sight of the most hated Illithids.
We rest here the previous time. Pretty sure we rest at some point.
You there. We have fought in our battle, and I believe we are scheduled to face each other when next the jailer comes.
Right. So it needs to be solved one way or another, the fight there. If we want to escape before that, we're gonna be boned. No ifs or buts. Game just says it's your time to die. Quarton monitor alone isn't too bad. But I do need to kill it, don't I? I'm going to assume it does actually mean kill it, so I'm going to use fire shifts again.
We begin the meditation.
Slay those Quarton and find our escape. Okay. We might not have to do it this way then. Meaning mainly that we cannot try to take control of the Quarton. I could use some allies here. There we go. What is that? Kevin summons. Okay. We'll help here. Finish the job. Why is it locked? Right, now comes the other part. I want the ogre if I can. He's good, he's very good. You don't want to come here. He's better than the monitor as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, try to survive a little bit. I don't think we're gonna get many chances at this, so please work. Saber's breath weapon 6. At least he was forced to make a save. I do. I really want it though. And they're teleporting away. Want to save, please? Because this is likely going to end up in a failure sometimes. Why exactly can't I save? Easier to just fail directly if we have to fail. To see how hard it is to actually successfully get the guy. And he needs to be hostile before any of this shit works. He has fairly good chances of resisting this though. He's also making above average saving throws. 13, 14, yeah. All above average. lower his saving throws. Please increase our odds a little bit. $17. Blow me. I'm not sure why I added the don't attack it. For fuck's sakes, don't attack it. Plus I needed to know how good of a chance I actually have at getting some of these things to work instead of just retrying them endlessly. Yeah, at a dice roll of 6, it still won't work after I've weakened the saving throws. So yeah. Without the saving throw weakening, there's no point even trying. $18. Could I get out? Well, the 6 was, I suppose, a weak number. I'd like something like, well, 4 or below. $17. I understand if we need something like a 1 for it to affect, then we can just forget about it. It can be done, but it would have to be basically a situation where it has to be done for our place through. Ooh, we. No, that's an attack roll. There's no indication of what the failed throw was. Big thing is we have a fairly good, strong attack group now together. So if the AI scripting isn't gonna shit on me somehow, everything should be fine. If things don't go horribly wrong, things will be fine. Yeah, it's more or less our wisdom here. The thing is, the illithid will be tough to deal with. I just ignore them, at least at this stage. I can't ignore all of them. I mean, I have to fight every one of them. Right, this is where we need to bring some extra crap to awaken the slaves to get our colors. I might be able to kill these. Do I want to? Well, I sort of do. How do I protect myself? Maybe spell immunity might be a workable idea. There's gonna be some kind of an enchant, I think, possibly. Yeah, that guy needs to be hasted. They can't haste it. Jeez. They're sucking my brains. Yeah, don't stay there and get brain sucked. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is really acceptable. It's really hard trying to take down these guys. So the ogre seems to be better suited for this. Even that, not that well. And I lure them one by one. Can I stun one of these? How much each point do they have? I cannot stun them. And I'm dead. It's just too goddamn risky. And if you have to do it, you have to do it, but goddamn. But you don't get to attack, I'm sorry. But the other prisoners failed to force it open. How much strength do you need? Well, why would I use strength? I'm a goddamn thief. Didn't take long. I'm not too worried about them getting hurt. I can always do a simulacrum and just give them full heals. I need healing, no. No one here needs healing, really. I think I'll better do this myself.
Oh, I'm so tired.
So, how many of these circlets can I get? 4. They don't stack. But if we use them through simulacrums, it doesn't really matter how much we get because we have an infinite amount of them, don't we? So we can definitely get the job done. Maintain all the circlets. Right. That's the correct way to do it. Never give up the circlets, they're too valuable. Well, I need to taste them more before I can ascertain the value, but illithids are not, even if they only work on illithids, there are illithids elsewhere. Watcher's Keep has illithids, and Thorn Ball has areas where there are illithids, more powerful illithids than here. So there's at least very high potential that these colors or circles will be very valuable later on. If they work on targets outside the illithid, then it could be a solution to the situation where we desperately need a quick domination on someone, but it's behind a huge amount of magic resistances and saving throws, that we could get around that. That would be well, that would be basically perfect. Right. We need a illithid to open these, or this spell hold like effects 3 times per day. Yeah, that's great, but I can't use it. These levels would have been allowed me to do that. Right. Everything needs to be done through a simulacrum. Let's go, my friend. Just need to go there. That will be it. That's all you need to do. Okay, are you going to kill the mind flayers or not? No. Take care about them in theory.
You have done well, and the Githyanki are now free of the illithid web of mines. Our own power is free once more, and we may leave this place on wings of will.
Okay, can we do this the other way? Hello, Mr. Simulacrum. Let's go. Can you paralyze his ass?
Me will crush you. Crush you to goo. Me will crush you. Crush you to goo.
We still can't escape the city. Right, so either I transform into the Slayer, or I have to kill the Elder Brain. Simulacrum will see us through. I'll go scout around. Mind Flayer, Ulitharid, Ulitharid, Ulitharid. Nice to meet you, Ulitharid. Where's my simulacrum? Let's go. You might as well do something before you disappear. That Ulitharid there looks lonely. Probably could use a color. This is not useful to me. It's protects from mind. I think sonic blasts or mind effects, mind control effects. I don't really know. Don't really care. Okay, could you do something else? I mean, you're going to disappear soon anyway, so you might as well get something done. No, magic +1 missiles. Got it? Who are they attacking? Ah, they're not hitting him. Anything else we can do? Not really. Don't want to use fire shields in a situation like this. It's not earned. It's not necessary. It's in its convenience use at that point. This is why we're here. Staff of Command. The staff allows the user to dominate another creature, each use draining 1 charge. This item is of the kind used by nefarious people seeking to sway others to follow their ways. Charge abilities: Domination, no save, range 40 feet, duration 12 hours, area effect 1 creature. Yep. It's a 12-hour domination. Not sure how many times can we use this. Nothing to indicate that it. 21. Yeah. We can 21 times in the game. We can pull a miracle out of our ass on demand. Okay, what do we have here? Mind Flayer, Ulitherate. It's gonna be a little bit troublesome. I think we want 3 of these control circlets. Even then, we'll have to use multiple simulacrums to get things done. Right. Single rest is pretty much mandatory. Well, I want this. Really, I suppose I do. We need to just play as many of the mind players out of the fight as possible. We can do it from invisibility, so. Well, we can still do other things. Oh fuck, don't come here. No, no, no. Domination, please. Didn't work. I wonder why. Was it already dominated? Hmm. Hmm. Might be able to get an avatar here that we can use. Crazy avatar, but an avatar nonetheless. Sling user? And I have very, very, very wrong equipment piece for this. Yeah, this will not work. We'll have to wait until this runs out. Shit. With the second simulacrum, we can probably do something useful still though. Well, shit, this isn't good. This is not worth losing these. There's still proper enemies that need to be killed. Oh shit. And he got us. Ah, why is it so hard to get the save to work? To do a very simple job here. Let's lower it a little bit here. Now we can paralyze them, so yeah, with us. Good luck with that though. Chances of that working is in the pretty remote. Still, there's no harm in throwing these. They're not that important for their spells. Oh shit. That was close. Did I say? Thank you very much. Help him. Okay, he's attacking him, and he's attacking him. Ah, well, whatever. As long as some of you die. That it? That's sort of a bad thing. Crap. You need an actual mind flayer here. And I can't really rest either, or I'll lose control of my fighters. Right, so I need to lure a mind flayer down here. You killed him at war? Excellent. And excellent. Just need to lure him a little bit further down so the illiterate doesn't see it. Now, open the door. Access to the brain. Problem is the brain has to be killed and is protected by creatures that I think are basically clay golems. So we need to turn our ogre into a golem killer. He's the only one we can get the magic item and the blunt damage. Monitor will do, the Koto monitor will do slashing damage, which is no good. So the ogre has to be here. Not sure if we can do anything to him though, outside just purely killing him. Which reminds me, go close the door, I don't want any involvement with these guys. That's the last simulacrum. Right. Right. Have to make this work, people. Got to do it with the people we have. Resources we have. Fire resistance, charm element, fire elemental once per day. Duration 45 seconds, and that's about it. Ooh. How many haste do I have? Only one. I don't want to use it here. Rather use this. It doesn't do anything to the illithid. Hakeashar. Immune to normal attacks, which I don't think will help him here. I'm hoping he'll be a sufficient decoy. Get the slower moving guys in position to beat the shit out of the illithid. I do need to haste him. I really do. Does have to work quickly to lure the brain golems here. I'll try first without doing that.
We will crush you. Crush you, smash your face.
Eco was successful. You need to hurry up because it'll get its shits together and then it's gonna psionic blast your ass. Okay. Home stretch. Pretty sure this is gonna be locked. The reek of chemicals and fermented brain overwhelms you as you step in the side of the famed elder brain of the illithids. In an instant later, the brain lashes out at you with a psionic whip. The master brain. Save versus death. I wonder if you can dominate that, because that would solve our little problem here quite nicely. Well, technically it seems like there's a possibility. And there's brain golem. Let the brain golems do the hard work. There we go. You have killed the master illicit brain. Do you feel a psychic backlash, a sharp pain that jabs into your mind like a knife. Your vision goes white and then slowly returns to normal. You are certain that all of the doors controlled by the brain are now open. Well, we got the item we needed. We have other reasons to go to at least the other areas, because for one, I'd like to get maybe a strength build. I mean, my strength is fine, but at the same time, this is worthless to me. I just have it because I don't have anything really better to put there. You can stay there. I don't care. We did good, group. Everyone can go home now. More importantly, I need to test these circuits out and other things. Even in bare illithid use, they're useful still. But if we can use them outside of that could drastically change our options.
Oh, I'm so tired.
5.6 million. We're probably gonna get another level up soon. Well, the thing is, it's not gonna do us much good, so I'm not really looking forward to those anymore. So, good job, people. You all deserve a raise. I don't think I have time for another place, except maybe this one. Ooh, we could do it for another reason, because I need to test it. Can we do the control circle thing there? I do need to rest. I also want another spell immunity thing. Actually, I don't need to rest. Spell immunity to hide ourselves from divination. So, we need to. We're going in there to loot the place. We don't give a rat's ass about what's happening there. I need, but I want to see if can the circlets be used like this. Yes. A circlet is basically a guaranteed dire charm. Imprisonment. Power kill. Holy goddamn shit. For your own ass. And a eye stalk of an elder. Right, so these circlets are a game changer. Drastic game changer. We're no longer have to worry about the huge amount of walls before we can get something done. Although I think domination should work on a elder orb. So I'm guessing this is like everything where domination works. The circuit will guarantee you short duration control over the target. Basically a domination spell successful regardless of magic resistance or saving throws. So yeah, that's why I have no hesitation to go to the Grey Territory because of the Illithid, because this is our path to potential victory throughout Throne of Ball. Do I have simulacrums in use? No. Since it's since we have these, I don't really see any reason why we shouldn't go all the way. I mean, getting all the 3 items, 3 leader items, because why wouldn't you? Just to see how to do. I think I'll leave things here because there might be other things. The Elder Orb is right at the opening, and we do want to loot the place. Then we have to go to the Sahuagin, not Sahuagin, but Kuotop Prince and Demon Knights and all that, so it can take time. So yeah, but this is by far the most drastic change to things since the beginning of the game. Since basically we got all Algernon's cloak and the first charm. That was the first thing, and more or less we've been in that position until this point on. The Nymph's cloak has been absolutely central to us getting forward with things. Now there's a new age of domination available. We can use through simulacrums to short duration ones, and we have 20 plus uses on a staff that we can give the simulacrum uses, so it can use 20 12-hour dominations with no saving throw with every simulacrum. It's just a massive 20 plus fold in increase in our domination capability with no saving throws allowed for the opponents. I'm not even sure I comprehend yet how big of a change the game this means.